Hi there, Tad Hargrave from Marketing for Hippies, and today's video is about how filtering is not a side note. So this is something I've been seeing with a lot of my colleagues. So first of all, a lot of what I see in marketing is that the agenda of all the marketing and all the sales is to get the sale. That's the goal. And of course, what I'm saying over and over again is the agenda in marketing is not to get the sale, but is to go for the truth. And of course, what makes it feel worse is that it's a hidden agenda, this hidden agenda to get the sale. So nobody says it, nobody talks about it, and yet that's what's happening throughout all the conversations and all the sales material is they're trying to get the sale without saying it overtly. And then I have colleagues who will say, and they'll add this caveat, they'll say, well, the purpose of marketing is to get the sale if it's a fit. If it's a fit, then you go for the sale. Which is good, which is a step. But this is what I want to say is that filtering is not a side note. Filtering is not a thing we add on, a little grace note to the marketing. It's got to be core in the marketing. To say to people, here's all these tactics and tools and techniques to use to persuade people to buy from you. But of course, only if it's a fit. And you wouldn't want people to buy if it's not a fit, because that will cause trouble. To me is so inadequate to the task because people don't know how to do it. This is something that has to be done. There's a mechanical, architectural, structural something that has to happen in marketing. It's not just a good intention. It's not just of course my intention is that somebody wasn't a fit they wouldn't buy. No, this has to be built into the marketing. There are systems and procedures and things that need to be done. So for example, the one we often see is this product or service could be a fit for you if and it might not be a fit for you if Yeah, that's filtering. That's an example of it. But it could also be, what I call it the Are You Sure page, and I'll put a link to that below, where when they go to sign up, it takes them, instead of going to the PayPal or whatever, it takes them to a page saying, hey, slow down, let's just make sure if this is a fit. And really reiterates some of the key filtering points of who it might not be a fit for and what it is and what it's not, how you do it, how you don't. It could be the conversation that you have with them. And the conversation, though, is not to try to covertly convince them, as a lot of the strategy sessions are that people do, these free half-hour to hour-long coaching conversations. But of course, the agenda of the coaching conversation is to sell people. And I'm saying that if you go into that conversation with the intention to get them to buy, if it seems like a fit on your end, you're not doing filtering. Yeah, there has to be some structure set up to help both sides determine if this is really a fit or not. And that takes a lot of clarity and candor and honesty on our side, and good intentions are not enough with filtering. Stating it as one of your aims, as a hope, is not. Even having it as an agenda is not enough. It's got to be built in. For some businesses, this is really not a big issue because they don't have a lot of people signing up or anyone signing up who isn't a fit. Well, fine. But in a lot of cases, there are the people who are signing up who aren't a fit or who just aren't that great a fit. And so the results they get are mediocre. Why? Because the program wasn't designed for them. The product or service wasn't designed for them. So anyways, I've got a lot of thoughts about this. One of my next ebooks is going to be about filtering. But if you have clients signing up who are vanishing without a trace, who are becoming difficult to deal with, who are a problem, it's because the filtering wasn't done, almost certainly. So anyways, I just noticed that. I was reading something by a colleague and I could see that there was some tacit, passive acknowledgement that filtering and going for a good fit is important, but I didn't see anything in the materials about how to do it, or even a suggestion that they had any thoughts about how to do it. So this is really, really important. Structural, architectural, built into the process of buying. Again, there'll be more on this ebook when it comes out, but I'll put some links below which will hopefully give you some other thoughts and ideas on this. But it's just not enough that it's a side issue. It can't just be a grace note. It can't just be a offhand comment that you make or a hope that you have. You've got to build it into the process. Okay, that's all for today. Hopefully that helps.